back. We've got a great matchup coming your way. Might be one of the best ones of the Prospect League so far. We've got Faded taking on Melons. Both these teams for this matchup, they were coming into this one undefeated, but they actually both suffered their first loss on Monday. Faded went down to Origin in 5, and Melons went down to Aurora in 4 games. So both these teams coming into this matchup at 4-1. And before we get started here, I got to give a quick shout out to Edwin for the 3-month resub. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. Hope you're still in here. I much appreciated for the 3-month sub. And yeah, let's get talking about this match. I'm joined here by C Money. C Money, we just saw you in the last match. I know you probably don't want to talk about it, but how you
And,
doing?
we can we brush that one under the rug. We're gonna clip that one out the YouTube video for sure.
Well, yeah, let's get Chipmunk. We'll cut that out. Chipmunk, you're not uploading that one. Director's orders right there. So that's just how it's gonna go.
No.
But yeah, looking at this match here, we've got a good one coming our way here. C Money. I mean, these two. If I had to say so, this could be looking like a grand finals preview right here.
Yeah, I definitely can see that one. It's gonna be a great matchup. I feel like it's gonna be a very cutthroat game, and I'm excited for that one. The number one and number two seed almost tied in the the rankings right now. So excited to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, for sure. And also besides potentially being a finals preview, these, like you said, these are the top 2 teams in the power rankings. Melons at number 1, Faded at number 2, coming into this week. So obviously we've got a lot to play for in this one, and it should be a very fun matchup here. But before we get started, C Money, I got to bring it to you. Who do you think is going to win this matchup, and how many games is it going to take?
I'm feeling a game five. I gotta say, the number one, number two seed, you really can't get anything else in a game five. It's really gonna depend who shows up. I feel like it could go either way depending on who shows up, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say faded for this one.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see though, as we uh looks like these guys have already joined the lobby. I didn't even get to finish my intro, and I was also trying to put up a poll in the chat so you guys could vote, but these guys, they don't really care. They're just going to join up because they feel like it, I guess. But
Like I
anyway,
said, cutthroat. They're ready to get at it.
yeah, I know, dude. They are cutthroat for sure. So got things started. Make sure you guys get your votes on in the chat there. Who you guys think is going to take this a win? Toss it down below. But yeah, it should be an interesting matchup. We got Faded in the blue with Slipnada, KN, and Cass. And Slipnada, that's the new addition for Muffin Mateo. He's traded away to Tora earlier in the week. And how do you think that this trade is going to affect them going in this matchup and going on in the season?
It really just depends on how much time they've, spent together, worked some kinks out. But, ultimately, at a diamond level, it really might not affect too much. So we'll just see what happens here as the game plays out.
Slipnada coming on over, and he's looking to make an impact and fill in for Muffin there. But yeah, looking at the orange team, we got Smiley, JK, and JD plays, 3 people who we know well, and they are definitely a solid roster coming in this one. And, we've seen actually a lot from both these teams on stream. And as they're trying to go for the flip reset, there is Smiley, but both these teams, they're firing on the offense right now.
Yeah, for sure. And it's definitely, looking like Melons have a little bit of the advantage here. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
So
exciting already.
yeah, game 1 here. Both these teams, top 2. Well, they were. Well, actually, Faded is not top in their conference. I was gonna say top 2 in the conference. Technically, Aurora. Well, Faded's the top of their conference. Aurora is the top of the Eastern Conference because they beat Melons. So, but still, very, very high quality teams here. Yeah, 2 minutes gone by. Nobody able to get anything going. Only one shot on both sides here. Slipnada's got one. Smiley's got one. No one able to find the back of the net. But it seems like right now the Melons, they have got a lot of pressure going right here. As Cass is going to flip into that one, going back. Unfortunate touch, but it works out. And now finally, it looks like Faded is starting to get some offense here. As JD JD pops that one up. Melons looking for something here. Smiley towards the net, but KN cuts it out. JD send it back towards the middle, but Slip trying to find the touch there. Is JK back out? Slip trying to go one more time, but Smiley finds the touch. A little bit of a double commit comes out there. And Slip can't find that one. Cass, no boost to work with. Gonna slide underneath one. Can she stay with it? No. It's gonna be sent back. KN is up. Finds the touch, but it's just hanging around. And see Money, despite the Melons offense here early and their offense right now, nobody's been able to break through yet, and we're still scoreless in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't seem like they're able to get the shots on net. It looks like they're going for the passing plays here, and maybe just not another follow-up, or just that key guy's missing there at the end of the passing play right now.
Yeah, I would definitely think that they're trying to feel each other out. Top two teams in the league. I know they have a lot of experience. Cass almost puts that one home. Follow-up opportunity. Going towards the net. It's still hanging around. Cass trying to get back to it, but it's denied away. The Melons hold on, but Faded, they're almost able to squeak through, just barely.
As almost a really good play by Cass. Unfortunate she wasn't able to turn around to, get the full speed at it, but nonetheless, a good save by the Melons there too.
Melons able to hold on for dear life. That ball was halfway down the net there, but they're able to survive. Faded finally got some offense there, able to convert. Now the Melons back on the offensive. Both these teams still kind of feeling each other out. Top two teams, or the top two teams in the Prospect League according to power rankings. So obviously trying to feel each other out here. Is Smiley looking for it. Ball still dangerous. JD gonna look for it. He finds the tap. It's off the crossbar, and the Melons, they go up with 27 seconds remaining.
Yeah, beautiful look there by JD, seeing that KN got turned around there, thinking the ball was going to get cleared. Unfortunate for the Faded there. As goal one goes to the Melons.
Yeah, so only their second shot as well. Melons find one, but the answer comes right back. Slipnada puts it home, and we are tied.
Yeah, maybe Slipnada was a good pickup there, able to read quick play there, able to beat out the last defender.
Yeah, a really nice shot there, able to put that one home and tie it right back up. A great answer there from him, and definitely looked like a good pickup. Filling in for Muffin in a clutch spot there. This ball's still out. JD sending it back down. Cass right into Smiley. The cutoff from JD. It's going towards the net. It's going to be pinched in. JK puts it home. But you got to give credit to that cutoff there, setting it up.
Yeah, it's really nice, cut off there, and luckily JK was able to catch up. Looked like he almost put it too far ahead of himself to get the pinch in.
Last chance here for Faded. They're going to have to get this one up. Slipnada pops it. He's got to keep it going. It's still there. Can they keep it up? No, they cannot. Melons are going to hold on in the final seconds there, and they take the first one of this series. And, that was a really, a really close game in, both regards.
Yeah, for sure, and they really ended up turning it on there in that last minute, coming into the last 45 seconds with no goals, and then to win 2-1. It's really turning it up, It's good Rocket League there at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Melons had a great answer there too. I mean, back and forth there right at the end. I mean, the 3 goals came in the final third there. So these two teams, they were just kind of feeling each other out, getting to the last moment there, and they just snuck it in and put a couple of rapid fire goals right there, and really intense after the the 0-0 of the first first 4 minutes or so. So are you thinking now that they kind of scored those last 3 goals, the floodgates are going to open, or you think we're going to kind of look back to the beginning of game 1 where it's stuck out at 0-0?
Yeah, I'm really hoping the floodgates open up on this one. I just want to see some, intense play here with a little less back and forth.
Yeah, for sure. Always love to see more goals. Gives a lot of opportunity for potential highlight reel plays. So we'll have to see as we head into game number 2. The Melons leading in this series 1-0. This touch comes out there. Ball is dangerous. Smiley towards the net. Can he put it in? No, it's off the post. JD with the follow. Gonna put it right home. And the Melons, hey, after scoring with only 30 seconds last game, they scored 30 seconds in this game.
Yeah, just beautiful setup by the Melons there, you know, able to really push the defense around, force them into the corners to try to make plays, and able to leave an open net there for JD at the end of it.
Yeah, so Melons find their first goal early on, in for a high scoring affair, potentially. Now Faded's gonna have to look for an answer. Cass just touching it down to the corner. Slipnada. Cass trying to get in the way there, but that one's sent back out. It's JK back on the offense here. Can into the corner. Smiley gets it by one, sending it towards the middle. He's looking for a bump there, gets it off one. The ball's off the post there. Follow up. Still going towards the net, but Slipnada. Nice pinch from him. Smiley sends it right back as KN desperately trying to get some clears here, but Melons doing a good job keeping this offense. Finally, KN looking for Slipnada towards the net. Cass waiting for it now. Looking to pass it across, maybe JK. Gonna block it for the moment. Smiley goes by his teammate. That's dangerous. The net is open if KN can turn it. Can he put it in? No, he's not going to be able to. Missed opportunity there. Faded, unable to capitalize.
Just unfortunate there for KN. Wasn't able to get the real power shot he was looking for there on that one.
Faded still down by a goal here. Also down by a game in the series. Trying to find an answer here. No shots on the board yet from Faded as we see a triple play come by. JK going to take one off the map. That one's almost able to find that one there. Smiley couldn't quite find the touch. KN trying to get it by JK here. JK gets it by one. He's gonna take it up. He pops it towards the middle. KN, he's awkward there, but he makes the touch, able to save it away, and Faded able to keep this at a 1-0 game.
A beautiful save by KN there, able to float right in front of the ball, you know, and ended up winning the 50. Good play there.
You see a shot coming in. Slipnada putting it home. He finds another goal. Slipnada, the newbie on the team, finding some nice shots.
It's beautiful weight by, you know, Slipnada. Something, you know, even I struggle with, and probably a couple other prospects, is fading to one side or the other. But he was able to hold that middle and got the pass. So it's a good play there by Slipnada.
Definitely. And Slipnada, like we talked about, coming over from Tora, I believe. And he, you know, it's interesting to me, see Money, that, you know, he's kind of fit right in. And, you know, normally it seemed to me, you know, watching the past Faded games we saw, it was definitely KN type of team. But Slipnada with the dunk again. This man is going off.
That was, you know, a lot of pressure there by Slipnada and able to get a great dunk out of it. That was beautiful, you know. Definitely showing up for the Faded team. Looking like a good trade.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, I was trying to say, you know, how difficult must it be for, you know, a new guy to come onto the team and, you know, immediately make this impact. You know, it's got to be, you know, a little bit tough to be that immediate impact guy.
Yeah, for sure. It can be, but, you know, you always have those days where, you know, you're solo queuing and you find that one guy that you just click with, and I feel like Slipnada really just managed to click with Faded here. So
yeah, no, I definitely understand that. He's done a great job so far, but gonna have to keep it up here as the Melons back on the attack. But speaking of Slipnada, he cleared it away out in the midfield. Shot comes in. KN putting it home. A nice shot from him, and Faded, they've got a 3-1 lead now.
yeah, Faded's looking really solid here. They may not be pressing as much offensive pressure, but they're making the plays and getting the good shots out of what they do make for offensive pressure.
Yeah, they're 3 for 3 on shots right now, putting 100% of their shots into the net. Good on them, as they've got the 3-1 lead here, trying to tie up the series. The Melons looking to answer back. Can be sent across. JD looking for the pass out in the midfield, but Cass gonna find the touch, sending it down. Slipnada and Cass, a little bit of a double commit, could be dangerous here. KN, last man back. It's still up towards the middle. Can the shot go in? No. Miss comes out. Big missed opportunity, but the Melons, they're right back at it. It's towards the midfield, but KN able to touch it away. JK now sending it right back in. Slignata and KN try to get to it. Again, a double commit comes out. I'm sure double commits are a little bit more common, especially in the prospect league. You see a passing play, Slignata, he couldn't find the net. He's done everything right so far, but he couldn't hit that one, and that was a tough passing play right there.
Yeah, for sure, but it was still pretty clean, pretty close. I'll give him credit on it. It's not something you see a lot from the prospect.
You see a shot come in, Smiley finding the angle, and the Melons bring it within one.
Just a beautiful read here by Smiley, recognizing it's coming off ceiling and able just to get there first.
Yeah, Smiley, he's been fast all season. Definitely one of the best players out there for the Melons. I believe he was the player of the week this past week, if I recall correctly. They also had JD, who was the player of the week from week one. So Melons have had back-to-back players of the week. And, if they're going to want a chance at a third one, they're going to have to win this series. But first, they're going to have to win this game as the final seconds tick away here. 5 remaining. Ball goes down. Fade just sends it. Smiley with a booming clear. Could be an opportunity. JK's waiting down there. Can he put it in? No, he can't. It goes off to the side, and Faded is going to take this game, and they're going to tie up the series here, C-Money.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited for this one. Really looking like it's going for that game 5. Beautiful offensive plays there by Faded. Melons almost with that last second goal. JD just couldn't quite read it, but not gonna blame him on a hard read like that.
Yeah, for sure. And now Faded able to pull up this victory, and based from the chat's poll when we polled who they thought was going to win, there was actually a dead tie. It had Faded in 5. Actually, I think it was Melons in 5 or Faded in 3 and 4 or 3 to 4 games. So it had to be Faded in 4. Do you think Faded in 4 is more of a possibility, or Melons in 5 is more of a possibility going into this one?
Um, with the offensive pressure that Faded just brought out there, I think it's doable for Faded to do it in 4. But I think Melons in 5 is just more realistic, especially with how these teams are going back and forth as much as they are right now. It just takes Melons a couple really good shots on net to swing the momentum here.
Yeah, they've had some really suffocating pressure, and I think going into this game number 3, they're going to want to take this win. I think they're going to have to get back to that pressure that they had in game number 1. See if they can do that here in game number 2. This ball's up. Slipnata can be first one to it, but JK, he's waiting for it, sends it high off the backboard. KN, he's got to try to read this one, but he can't, and JK just going to easily put that one in. Nice play from him, and the Melons start first.
As great play by JK. Those big clears, especially with someone just waiting in net, always puts a lot of pressure. Hard to make the reads on that one.
Yeah, definitely a tough read, and I don't know where the second defender was, but I was hoping there would have, at least for Faded's sake, that there would have been a second defender rotating behind, but didn't really seem like anyone was around there.
Yeah, just right at the end there, it seemed like Cass came up, but, just a little short. But you can't really dwell on it if you're Faded there. You got to just keep the pressure up.
For sure, but Melons did start out with the first goal last game, if I recall correctly, only 30 seconds in. A lot like this one, Faded came right back with a couple of goals of their own. So definitely doable for Faded to stay in this one. Still a long way to go as Cass sends that one down towards the net. JD waiting for it. Sonata is bumped off, but Cass can't find the touch. That ball's going back. JD versus KN. JD tried to find the flick, couldn't do it. KN with a nice block there. It's still dangerous. Cass trying to get in front, but it goes off to the side. Is now Slipnata misses. Pops it over his teammate. Awkward ball. It's going towards the net. JD finding the angle and putting it home. And the Melons are up 2-0.
Yeah, just a beautiful play there by JD. Able to get a bump, and really throw the defense off, thinking that KN's going to have that play, being that he's been a tremendous wall for Faded lately.
Yeah, and I think that just goes to show the Melons pressure when they've got that pressure going, it doesn't really matter what you do. Eventually, they're just gonna find a way to break through to bully your defense and find a goal.
Yeah, for sure. It's something that's tough to come back from when you just can't get it off your half.
For sure. You see a miss comes out here. Slipnota trying to take it down, looking for the pass. Cass is waiting for it, but she can't find it. Slipnota touch out to KN, but he was awkward there. Big missed opportunity there. It seemed like they had something going, but now Cass trying to get it out. JK back towards the net. KN, he picks up the save. This ball's out in the midfield. Slipnota sends it down. Can he stay with it? No. It's going to go back. Cass waiting for it. Going to boom it down. Looking for Slipnota. Goes too far. Slip. Try to slide it in. Couldn't quite do it as JK out in the midfield. Slip. He's leaving for his teammate there. Smiley trying to take this one in the corner. Something I noticed, we haven't really said Smiley's name a lot in the past two games. He's the week 2 MVP, and we haven't really seen too much from him in these past 2 games. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I think he seems to be playing a lot of third man on this super overpressured offense here, but he's making some good touches here and there. It's just, he's more of the passing type in this game right now, so we'll see if he can come out with some offense here for himself.
Speaking of offense, JD is going to put that one home, and the Melons, they are popping off right now, 3 unanswered.
Yeah, Melons are really taking it to him on this one. It's really a lot of offensive pressure, so we'll see if Faded can, hopefully turn this around.
For sure. And now JK sent this one down. Faded, like you said, they're going to have to get back on the offense. They've only got 3 shots in this one. A couple of close opportunities, though, so nothing to be too disappointed about. And still 2 minutes remaining in this one. Slipnota trying to get the read. Cass looking for the shot, and she puts it home. Nice shot from her, and Faded brings them within 2.
Yeah, beautiful recognition by Cass there of the miss and able just to rush up before, Real Smiley was able to get into a defensive position for it.
Yeah, so Faded now bringing it back. Then 2 here, keeping it close. The Smiley, he's trying to put that one in, but he puts it off the crossbar. A tough miss there is JK. He sends it across. Another missed opportunity, and we talked about Smiley. Wanted to see him, and when he had a shot there, that was just a really tough miss from him. Not something we're used to seeing from him or from anyone on this Melons squad.
Yeah, for sure. It's not the easiest shot when you're going off that kickoff cheap. The minimal boost there, but he almost had it. Almost feel bad for him.
Still holding on to a lead though, so they're all right for now. But a minute remaining here. Now Faded, they are really going to have to find some offense here. Slipnota trying to get to it, but JK, he's a little bit quicker to that one. It's KN. Tried to leave it for Cass, but Cass does not find the touch, and JK is going to get the long goal there. And it's looking like the Melons are about to run away with this one.
Yeah, with that tremendous amount of, defensive or offensive pressure, it's really hard not to let a goal in. But, it's just unfortunate that KN left it for Cass, who just couldn't quite make the touch on that one.
Yeah, so minute remaining here. Faded going to have to find an answer really quick here, or they're going to have to look to game 4. Is this one sent back across? Shot going to go in. Smiley, there he is, putting one in. Also adding to the score, and it's 5-1 now.
Great pass by JK there. Able to keep it just right in that upper 9 area so they could make the shot on it. Real Smiley with a nice read also. Great play there.
Yeah, so now with 45 seconds, what do you have to do here if you're Faded, heading into the rest of this game, and then also, now where it seems like they're going to have to look for game number 4?
For the rest of this game, I think they just need to, not really give up. They got to keep, some pressure, keep up intensity. Because if, you give up in this one, that just gives extra momentum to the other team. And then, come out game 4, they got to really try to push for not getting those 50s there and clearing big clears. It seems like they're pushing 3-man on offense right now. So a big clear could really put them in a tight spot.
Yeah, no, that's a great point there. You get that one clear by the defenders, and you've got a free goal. So I think that's a very valid point here. Is this ball is going to touch the ground, and we're going to head into game number 4. The Melons, they're up 2-1 in the series, and it really seems like they've got 11 shots there. When they're when they're putting on these shots, like we talked about C Money, when they're putting on shots, their offense is tough to stop.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, 11 shots. It's a lot of shots, and they only had 3 saves, so they really got to work on some of that defensive pressure and big clears on this next one in order to come out on top.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll have to see as we're about to head into game number 4 here. Faded, they are gonna have to pull off 2 consecutive victories. Melons, they only need one, but you know, never know how the series could wind up here. We've seen a lot of crazy series so far, especially on stream. So we're heading to game 4 on Utopia Coliseum, and after watching that last game, see Money, where Melons really put on their offense. Do you think Faded can come back in this one? Do you think they have enough in the tank to pull off a game 4 victory and force a game 5?
Yeah, I mean, it's really what I'm hoping for in this one. It'd just be unfortunate for them to kind of just put their heads down after that last game. So I'm really hoping for a big push for them to be able to, make that comeback.
Yeah, I would love to see a game 5 as well, but we'll have to find out as we're in game number 4 here. Melons versus Faded. Top 2 in the power rankings for the Prospect League. Both suffered their first loss on Monday. This would have been a great undefeated matchup, but instead, both sitting at 4-1, but still a big game. As you see this ball hanging around, Cast gonna bang it down. Trying to find some offense here early for Faded. Almost one out of the way. So now that one's sent back across Slipnada, looking for it. Blocks by 1. KN sending it up high. Slipnada, he's jumping. That ball's gonna go. KN, he's waiting on it. Take the dribble, trying to get that 50. That ball's dangerous there. Cass trying to get to it. A pinch comes out from the Melons. So that one heads into the Faded half. Slipnada trying to stay with it. KN, awkward ball, follow-up opportunity. Cass denies it away. Faded now on the counter. KN looking for the pass. Almost found the shot there, JK. He just got up in time, and he was able to get that one away. That was a really close one right there.
Yeah, for sure. It was beautiful look there. I thought that one was going in. But, just like I was trying to say earlier, if they get those big clears, I mean, they had a good look at net there. It was just Melons were fortunate enough to get back on the defense for that one.
Yeah, for sure. As they're looking again, Cass trying to find this one. Still 0-0 here in game number 4. Melons leading the series 2-1. They win this one, they'll win the match. Here's this ball's out of the midfield, dangerous, but Smiley he races back just in time. It seems like the Melons are starting to get a little bit on their back foot here, and Faded find a little bit more of that offense. But as I say that, Caster's curse comes out, and JD puts it home. The Melons, they strike first.
And good read there by JD, able to notice Cass's awkward positioning coming off the wall for that one. So just unfortunate for Faded on that.
A tough one there, but the Melons, they're definitely going to capitalize on that, as you would expect from the number 1 team. This ball still hanging around. JK blocked by KN there. JD, he can't find the touch. KN, he's backwards, pops it up, looking for Slipnada. Slipnada drops it right down. Could be dangerous. Smiley has to get to it, but he is able to clear that one away. Faded can't connect, and now the Melons, they're looking back on the offense again. KN, he can't find the touch. Dangerous ball. It's hanging out, but it's going to be cleared away. Melons still hanging on to their 1-goal lead. Faded, they're desperately trying to break through here. As this ball's up, Slipnada almost dunked. Could be a shot again here. Gonna go right in. Smiley finds the angle, and the Melons have a 2-goal lead here in game 4.
Yeah, just unfortunate 50 there. Faded really trying to pull one out here. You can tell they're trying to win this one, and it's just some unfortunate 50s and goals there for Melons if you're Faded.
Oh, that one could be a shot here. Slipnada off the post, follow up. The answer comes in. Cass puts it home, and there we go. Faded. I was starting to get a little bit concerned to see Money, but they're finally able to break through.
Yeah, KN just able to really, or Slipnada, my bad. Slipnada able to get it past all 3 who were all in the same spot on that one. Fortunate for Faded on that one.
Yeah, I was about to say if the Melons got one more goal, I would have, ventured to say that the series could have been over. But since Faded found that one, they definitely have a really good shot, in my opinion, to pull this one back. Just got to find an answer here.
Yeah, really looking for Faded, turn up some heat here. They're making some touches, they're making plays, but they just need to turn up the speed a little bit, I think, and that'll really propel them to get another goal.
For sure. Final minute and 30 here. Faded gonna have to find a goal. Hope to force overtime at the very least. Melons just trying to take the series right here and now. As JD pops it by one, looking for the follow. Ball still up there. JD, he's looking for the bump there. The cast, good patience on her. Slipknot can't find the touch. Ball still hanging around. Cass a little bit slow to it. KN looking for Cass. Cass, nice touch. Looking for Slipknot. Can he put it in? Slipknot dropping it down off the crossbar. Cass with the follow. No, it's not going to go in, but Faded. That was a great setup right there. We see
And
KN
not
almost puts
letting
it
up
back.
on this pressure either. They
Yeah,
really want this one.
yeah, for sure. They're definitely doing what you said, turning it up there, almost able to find that one. I thought they were gonna connect there, but couldn't quite. This ball settled in the midfield. Slipnota can't find it. KN booming it down, Faded. They've got to go now. Shady sends it back. Cass waiting on it. Over one. KN beat by Smiley. Slipnota. Pinch comes out there. Final 30 seconds. Faded. They've got to turn it up here. JK happy to waste some time and sends it across. Follow up. No, it's not going to go. JK is going to snag that boost. Let's put it back in the midfield. KN gets it by one. It's right back. JD popping it up. Faded. They've got to pressure this one. Slipnota. He sends it up. It's off the backboard. Is there a follow up? Miss comes out. The shot cast puts it in, and we are tied.
Beautiful play there by Slipknot. Really, fortunate he turned around on that one. If he would have just gone back, I think that would have been it for Faded.
Wow. And all of a sudden, Faded. They kept it close, and I felt something. I felt something was coming there. And can they find one more here to finish this off? This ball's hanging around there. Oh, it still pops up. That could be dangerous here for Faded. They've got to get it down here. JD staying with it. He's on the dribble there. JD, can he put it in? Cass gonna drop it out. And we've got overtime. A very close game right here, see money.
Very great game. Almost back-to-back kickoffs there on that one.
Almost there and Faded. Would find that quick answer, but can the Melons find an answer of their own? KN drops it out. We're gonna stay with it. Pops it up. That one's down there. Slipnota trying to put it in. JD waiting on it. KN gets demoed, but he found the block. This ball's still hanging around. Slipnota again, looking for the shot. JD goes a little bit wide. Cass finds a demo now. JD looking for it. Last defender there. Send it towards the net. Smiley's up. Can he find the redirect? He drops it right down. But not going to find it there. Is now Faded. Trying to get back on the offensive. Looking to force a game number 5. Dangerous ball here, Cass. Good block from her. This ball's across now. JD sends it down. Slipnota. Awkward ball there, KN. Couldn't quite find the read. That ball pops up. Slipnota now. Gets it by one. Can they turn it around? KN trying to stay with it. Demo comes out. Smiley able to push it back down. Now Slipnota. 50 by 2. KN, he's got to get to this one. It's dangerous still. The triple commit comes out. The net is wide open, and JK is going to make him pay a costly mistake, and the Melons are going to take the series.
Just unfortunate there for Faded. KN took too much time, and Slipknot got worried about it and caused an unfortunate series of events on defense there.
Yeah, a tough play, but Faded. They made it close, especially. I was a little bit concerned. A lot of people were talking, saying that Faded was going to get swept here, and they weren't going to be in this series at all with the trade. And despite them losing the series 3-1, you gotta give a little bit of credit to them for coming in with this new roster, and they definitely gave the Melons a big challenge there.
Yeah, they really did. It was great showing from both teams. It was just, fortunate on the Melon side that they were able to really put a lot of those shots on net in game 3, and really I feel like that really turned the momentum here for game 4. Made it hard for Faded to dig themselves out of that kind of momentum hole.
No, I would definitely agree. Melons, they turned it on, and you could see why they were number one in the power rankings. And I'd venture to say, with both Faded losing, and depending on how the power rankings feel, I could see Melons being back number one. Maybe give it to Aurora there, depending on how their game goes. But you really have to give them credit. The Melons played great there, and see money. We talked about this as a potential finals preview, and if the finals are anything like that, the last couple games there, we could be in for a real treat come around playoff time, and we're gonna see these guys one more time, a little bit later on in the season. So you know, I mean, I think it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how these two teams are gonna fare now that Faded they dropped 2 games in a row. The Melons they only dropped one. It's gonna be interesting to see how these teams recover going forward.
Yeah, for sure. Prospect League is, notorious for a lot of jambles and a lot of power ranking moves. So we'll see what happens, going into the rest of this week and, Saturday Night Rocket League. So we'll
Yeah,
see what comes out for next week's power rankings for sure. Like you said, Melons or Aurora are going to be number one. I can see that one for sure. Excited to see who's after that, especially the top five.
yeah, for sure. We'll have to stay tuned. Power rankings are going to come out on Monday, so stick around for that. Got to give a shout out quick to Seriosis for the 100 bits. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the donation. Also, got to give a shout out to you guys. We just hit over 5,000 views on the channel, so that's pretty crazy. Also, over 300 followers at the moment, so much appreciated, guys. Thank you guys again for all the support. If you guys want to support us, feel free to join the Discord, follow the channel, turn on those notifications so you guys get notified anytime we go live. If you really do want to support us and you feel so inclined, you guys can subscribe to the channel. You get the donor role in the Discord and access to any insider events. You can also post in the self promotion channel in the Discord. So if you stream yourself, you can go advertise your streams or whatever you want to post in there. And yeah, that's all the money you guys give us goes back into the league and goes back to paying off these prize pools, and everything goes back to you guys. So yeah, if you guys feel so inclined, it would be really appreciated. But we're going to be taking a short break here. We've got another match coming your way. The final matchup of the night should be another interesting one. We've got Hydra taking on Vortex, and as you might have read, if you guys read the preview for tonight, Vortex came off of an unfortunate event there, and they're gonna have to look for an answer. They're looking for their first win. They're sitting 10th the power rankings. Hydra that they're playing, they're sitting number 3. So Vortex, they're looking to prove themselves here, find the first win. It will be interesting to see. Also, we got a gift in the chat again, Blazing Biscuit. Thank you so much, man, for the gifted sub. Congrats, Sir Legend the 7th, with collecting that sub. But we're gonna be back in just a little bit. Stick around. We'll only be back, or won't be gone for like about 5 minutes. So stick around, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.